So if you guys been following me for some time, you guys already know that I'm going all in into Tesla stock. And for someone who's going all in into Tesla, they have their eyes peeled out on what's happening with the company. The latest deliveries, plans, forecasts, and all the way to their smallest detail like the Austin and the Berlin factories, what they're doing on a daily basis. Heck, some of you guys even send me information on what's happening on Tesla's factories, production, deliveries, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Kairev. Highly appreciate that. But as a Tesla bull myself, I like to every now and then go on Google and just search what's happening with Tesla. Well, not every now and then, I do that pretty much every single day. And I came upon this website called Teslarati with a nice graph that shows you and predicts what FSD can bring in the future. So I found this extremely interesting and I got curious. As you guys see in the chart right here, we have by 2031, not 2030, but 2031, over 20 million vehicles have been delivered. We can see that they predict what their fully paid is in terms of FSD and how much of subscriptions will be in FSD as well. By the way, if you guys want this website as well, it's a link in the description. Check it out if you guys want to see for yourself. But at the end, it shows you what their total revenue and profit margin is. As you guys can see, almost 160 billion in total revenue and over 100 billion in net income, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, just look at the year before that, from 2030, 65 billion, and then all of a sudden 2031, 102 billion. Like, that's just absolutely crazy. Sheesh. So these guys are really looking at the potential of what FSD can be. So I got curious, what would the stock price be by 2031 if this becomes true? In other words, this is what analysts think, right? Let's see what the stock price will be. And make no mistake, the thumbnail is not clickbait. You'll see. So we'll come back to this chart in a second because I think there are some things that are not right here and I think you guys can see what I mean, but we'll come back to it. Let's go to the chart that I've made and let's see what the stock price will be. So before we dive in, man, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, man. Let's go. Let's go. By the way, guys, if you want to support this channel even more, well, now you can. You guys can now join a membership of this channel as little as $2 a month. You guys will get access to loyalty badges, to cool emojis that I've made personally, a members only community post, which I think that's pretty cool, and an appreciation of you supporting this channel. If you guys don't want to, watching these videos already do support me, that's good. But if you guys want to go further and support me even more, well, now you can. All right, now back to the video. So as you guys can see here, I have the 2031 analyst case, and then the base case, and then the bull case. The reason why the analyst case is nor a base case or a bull case is because in 2031 they're saying they're going to hit 20 million vehicles delivered. And although Tesla did say by 2030 they'll do 20 million, we could say a 1-year delay is fine. So 20 million vehicles, well, over 20 million vehicles in 2031. So let's go and fill out this chart together. So as I mentioned before, vehicles delivered was over 20 million vehicles. I copied that straight from the chart because we are going based on the analysis case. Average vehicle sales by 2031, we can assume it could be $30,000. I know right now it may not seem $30,000 is hard to believe because the average selling price right now is over $55,000 per vehicle on the average. But in order for Tesla to sell over 20 million or anything in that high of a scale volume, they will need to bring down the price drastically. Now, there has been rumors that they may come up with a $25,000, $35,000 vehicle, what's called the Model 2. But even then, at the average, it should be more than $30,000. But most likely, the price will go even lower than that. There also has been rumors that they may come up with a $15,000 vehicle, Tesla model, which is just absolutely crazy. A $15,000 vehicle, I mean, that's insane. That's gonna be crazy. And there has been rumors of that as well. But overall, they have to reduce the price in order for them to go this high in scale. So that's why I put it at $30,000 as an average vehicle sales. Comment down below if you guys agree. Vehicle profit margin, I left it at 25%, although it should be 30%. Keeping things a little bit conservative and saying 25%. The total vehicle revenue, if you get to 20 million vehicles and multiply it by 30, we get over 600, almost 607 billion in revenue. I believe this year in 2022, they'll probably do 80 billion in revenue. So literally almost a 10x. 8x, 9x. That should tell you something about the stock price. But what gets even more interesting is the total vehicle profit. And this would bring in almost $152 billion in net income. Again, that's literally a 10x from now. So that should tell you something about the stock price. And this is only with a 25% profit margin. So if this was 30%, It'll be a whole lot more. It'll be over 180 billion. But going back to 25%, keeping it conservative. Now the FSD revenue, based on the graph that we just saw, it said booked revenue is $159 billion. So I'm going to copy and paste that here, and we'll do the same with the FSD profit, which is $102 billion, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, just look at that. FSD profit is 2/3 of the vehicle profit. That's just insane. This tells you that over time, as time goes on, the FSD profit will eventually overtake the actual vehicle profits. So that's how crazy this FSD is. Moving on to the total revenue. If we add up the total vehicle revenue and the FSD revenue, we get over $766 billion. I mean, that's just insane. That's crazy. But what's even more crazier is the net income. If we add them up, FSD profits and the total vehicle profit, we get over $250 billion. I mean, that's just insane. $254 billion in net income. That's just absolutely insane. Sheesh. Shares outstanding, I put it a little bit over 1.3 billion. Although right now is at 1.036 billion. I did say they will dilute a few more, but if they're making this amount of money in 2031, there's no need for them to do any dilution or sell any shares outstanding. Most likely they will either do buybacks or dividends or both. So with this type of revenue, man, and this type of net income, for sure they would do both. We have earnings per share here at $224. Now guys, remember, this is solely on vehicle sales and FSD. There's no Tesla bot, there's no robo-taxi, there's no Tesla insurance, no Tesla energy, no Tesla battery, none of that. Only these two, FSD and vehicles sold. That's it. That is it. Anything else that adds on to it is just a whole new level. Now the PE here is important. Now before we get to the PE, the base case and bull case is literally the same thing of what I have in the analyst case, but the only thing that's different is the PE. And if you guys are ready to find out the PE, don't forget to smash that like button. All right, let's go. For the analyst case, I put a PE of 30. Now a PE of 30 would generally mean that the company is stable. It has a very good stable growth going, and it has become a very safe stock to invest in. I personally believe a PE of 30 by 2030, 2031 is just not realistic. I think it should be a lot more than that, and we'll get to that in a bit. But the reason why I believe it should be more than that is because, well, we have many other things coming. Tesla bot is one of them, which Elon said himself that it's worth more than the car business, but we don't have any data on that, on how that's going to be. But by the year of 2030, and if Tesla bot does pick up, well, then we already know 30 PE is just not gonna, 30 PE is a joke. But anywho, let's go see what 30 PE will give us as the stock price. 30 PE will give us a stock price of $6,718 per share. Adjusted 3-for-1 split is 2,239 and a market cap over $7.6 trillion by 2031. So literally the stock price today, if it's at $700, it's literally a 9x from now. So that's like the analyst case with a 30 PE, which is a joke. The base case, however, I put it at 40 PE, and with a 40 PE, we get $8,958 per share, and a 3-for-1 post-stock split would give us $2,986 with a market cap over $10 trillion. Like, sheesh, that's crazy. Some of you guys say that
that's not possible, man. That's absolutely not possible. 10 trillion by 2031, that's like almost 50% of the US GDP today.
Yeah, that's today. By 2031, US GDP will be in the probably 30, 40, 50 trillion dollars. So yeah, this makes sense. But the bull case, however, with a PE of 50, it will give us a stock price of $11,197, just like what I have up here. Told you it's not clickbait. Adjust that for a 3-for-1 split, that's $3,732 per share, and a market cap over $12.5 trillion. Like, sheesh, that's just crazy. If you add Tesla bot here, robo-taxi, Tesla insurance, energy storage, battery, man, you can only imagine how far this can go. Worst comes to worst in 2031, almost $7,000 per share. Realistic case, $9,000 per share, and the bull case, over $11,000 per share. But there's something wrong here, and let me show you. If we go back to the chart here, as you guys can see right off the bat, 2021, who the heck put 699,000 vehicles delivered for 2021? I mean, that's just crazy. In 2021, they did 936,000 vehicles. So it blew off this prediction here. In 2022, they're saying they're gonna do almost 1 million. What they actually did in 2021, we can expect in 2022, they're going to do 1.4 million vehicles delivered. Probably even more if Q4 becomes monstrous. But the minimum we can believe is 1.4, 1.39. After doing a little bit of calculations, it seems like they're going up by 40% rather than 50%. So in 2022, they said 979,000 vehicles, 40% is 1.37. That's exactly on the dot actually. 2024 is again right on the dot again. 2025 right on the dot again. 2026 3.761 right on the dot again. 2027 same thing, 2028 same thing, 2029 same thing, 2030 same thing, and 2031 same thing. Okay, so they're going up by 40%. But let's keep this 40% the same, and let's actually put what they're gonna do this year, which is 1.4 million. This is what we get. 1.4 million times 40%. Let's go. This 2023. Well, would you look at that? 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028. Hitting over 10 million vehicles delivered in 2028, which is absolutely crazy. 2029, 2030, look at that, over 20 million vehicles delivered. And 2031, almost 29 million vehicles delivered. If they keep the same pace of 40% year-over-year growth, which it seems like for the next 3 to 5 years, 50% growth is feasible. They're going to continue to do that. Will they be able to do that after that? Well, only if they release a 15,000, 20,000 Tesla EV. Everyone's going to go berserk and everyone's going to go for it. Mark my words. But anyways, 29 million vehicles delivered if they went off by this number. Let's go ahead and round that down to 28 million and let's see what we get in the chart. 28 million 2031 with a PE of 30, we get $8,261 per share. Adjusted for a 3-for-1 split, $2,754 per share, and a market cap over $9.3 trillion. That's literally almost the base case. That's crazy. But let's see what the base case will look like with this number. With a PE of 40, it's over $11,000 per share, and adjusted for a 3-for-1 stock split, $3,672 per share. And a market cap almost $12.5 trillion. Literally, this is the bull case. The base case have now become the bull case. But let's see what the bull case will become. With a PE of 50, we get $13,769 per share. Adjusted 3-for-1 stock split, $4,590 per share. And a market cap over, well, actually, right on $15.6 trillion. Like, sheesh. That's just crazy. But in my opinion, I don't think they will do 28 million in 2031. I mean, I think that's more of a 2035 kind of thing. I understand it's really hard to see these big numbers now. The most highest vehicles delivered by a single company is Toyota, like 10.7 million vehicles delivered in a single year. But again, guys, don't think that's just the limit. 11 million vehicles delivered by one company is the limit. It's not the limit. The limit's a whole lot more than that. As soon as Tesla comes with a 20,000 vehicle, 15,000 vehicle, that's gonna change everything, man. That's when they could hit these numbers. But yeah, man, look at these numbers, man. 28 million vehicles. The lowest is 8,261. The highest is 13,669. I mean, that's just crazy. But comment down below, guys. Let me know if you guys agree with these numbers. All the way from 20 million vehicles as low as $6,718 per share, and as high as $13,769 per share. I mean, that's just absolutely crazy. In my opinion, and in my opinion alone, guys, I believe by 2030, they should hit a market cap of $10 trillion, which is literally $8,500 per share. That's my goal. That's my price target for Tesla. But again, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is all a prediction, going based what analysts are saying. So take this video with a grain of salt. But if you guys are bullish on Tesla and going all in like I am, then you're probably thinking that you're probably going to retire off Tesla. And if you guys are thinking about that, check out this Tesla retirement video. How many shares do you need now? Because the share price is down right now. It's a good time to buy for the long term. Check how many shares you need today to retire off Tesla. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya.